Lila stood by her bedroom window, staring out at the vast blue sky. It had been 6 months since her best friend Mia moved across the country, and every day felt heavier without her. The two had spent countless hours together, sharing dreams, secrets, and laughter. Now, Lila felt a deep emptiness in her heart, as if a piece of her had been taken away. Lila missed the small things the most. Their late-night talks about everything and nothing. The way they would dance in the living room to their favorite songs. And the comfort of having someone who truly understood her. The distance between them felt like a thick wall, separating their lives in ways Lila couldn't comprehend. Every time she picked up her phone to text Mia, doubt crept in. What if Mia was too busy with her new life? What if she didn't miss Lila as much as Lila missed her? One evening, Lila sat on her bed, feeling the weight of loneliness pressing down on her. She picked up her phone again, staring at the blank screen. She longed to reach out to hear Mia's voice, but fear held her back. What if Mia had made new friends? What if she didn't want to talk anymore? Just as Lila was about to give up, she remembered the last thing Mia had said before she left. No matter how far apart we are, you're still my best friend. With a deep breath, Lila decided to take a chance. She opened her messaging app and typed a message. Hey Mia, I miss you so much. How are you doing? She hesitated for a moment, then hit send, her heart racing. A few minutes passed, and just as doubt started to creep in again, the screen lit up with Mia's reply. Lila, I miss you too. Things are good, but it's not the same without you. Let's video chat soon. Lila's heart soared. She felt a rush of happiness and relief wash over her. It was a small step, but it felt significant. They quickly arranged a time to talk, and as the hour approached, Lila felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She wanted to tell Mia everything, how much she missed her, how lonely she felt, and how she wished they could be together again. When the time finally came, Lila sat in front of her laptop, adjusting her hair and wiping her sweaty palms on her jeans. As the video call connected, Mia's face appeared on the screen, beaming with joy. Lila, you look amazing, she exclaimed. Thanks. So do you, Lila replied, smiling. For a moment they both laughed, and it felt like old times. They talked about their lives, their new routines, and the challenges they faced, Lila learned. About Mia's new job and her new friends. And although it stung a little, she was genuinely happy for her friend. As their conversation flowed, Lila found herself sharing her own feelings. I've been feeling really distant since you left. It's hard not having you around, she confessed, her voice trembling slightly. I just didn't know how to reach out. Mia's expression softened. I felt the same way. One missed you so much, but I didn't know how to say it either. I was afraid you were moving on without me. The weight in Lila's chest lifted slightly as they both realized they had been feeling the same way. They talked late into the night, sharing stories and laughter, rekindling their connection. Lila felt a sense of hope blooming inside her, as if the distance that once felt so insurmountable was slowly shrinking, as the call came to an end. Mia looked at Lila with sincerity in her eyes. No matter how far apart we are, we'll always be best friends. We can do this. We just have to keep reaching out. Lila nodded, a smile spreading across her face. You're right. Won't let distance come between us again. As Lila hung up, she felt a renewed sense of purpose. The galaxy might be vast, and the distances between them might be great, but their bond was stronger than any obstacle. With every message and every call, they would bridge the space that separated them. In that moment, Lila understood that even though they were apart, they were still connected by love, friendship, and hope. The call for reconnection had echoed through the distance, and they both answered, ready to face whatever came next together. After their long video call. Lila felt a warmth in her heart that she hadn't experienced in months. The connection with Mia had been like a ray of sunshine breaking through the clouds of loneliness that had hung over her since her friend moved away. For the first time in a long while, Lila felt a spark of hope. Yet, despite the joy of reconnecting, she knew that simply talking wasn't enough. She needed to find a way to strengthen their friendship and bridge the gap that distance created. The next morning, Lila woke up with determination. She wanted to do something special for Mia, something that would remind her friend of their bond. As she sipped her morning coffee, an idea sparked in her mind. Why not create a care package filled with things that reminded them of their shared memories? It was a simple gesture, but Lila believed it could convey how much she cared. She set off on her mission, visiting local shops to gather items that would bring a smile to Mia's face. As she walked through the aisles, she carefully selected a few of Mia's favorite snacks, a small notebook for their future plans, and a cute mug with a funny quote they both loved. Lila also included a heartfelt letter, pouring out her feelings and expressing how much she missed their time together. While Lila was out shopping, she noticed a small bookstore nestled between two cafes. It had a warm, inviting atmosphere, so she decided to go inside. Browsing the shelves, she stumbled upon a book filled with friendship quotes and stories. It was perfect. Lila picked it up, thinking it would be a wonderful addition to her care package. Once she returned home, Lila spent the afternoon putting everything together. She arranged the items in a colorful box, carefully wrapping each one in tissue paper. As she worked, she felt a sense of excitement building inside her. This package would be a tangible reminder of their friendship, something Mia could hold on to even from far away. After sealing the box with a ribbon, Lila took a moment to admire. Lila woke up the next morning with a smile on her face. The late-night video call with Mia had lifted the cloud of loneliness that had been hanging over her for months. Though they were still miles apart, the connection they shared felt stronger than ever. Determined to keep the momentum going, Lila decided to put her feelings into action. After breakfast, she opened her laptop and began to brainstorm. Ideas for how to stay in touch with Mia. Sending text and making video calls were great, but Lila wanted something more special, something that would show Mia how much she cared. She remembered how they used to write letters to each other when they were younger, sharing their dreams and silly stories. The thought made Lila smile. She knew that bringing back that tradition would be perfect. Lila gathered her art supplies, colored pens, stickers, and some lovely stationery she had saved. Sitting at her desk, she felt a rush of excitement. She wanted to create a beautiful letter that would make Mia feel special and loved. As she wrote, she poured her heart out onto the page. She shared stories about her life, her thoughts about school, and how much she missed their fun adventures together. She even included a funny drawing of the two of them dancing, which had always made them laugh. After finishing the letter, Lila carefully sealed it in an envelope and addressed it to Mia's new home. She felt a sense of accomplishment wash over her. This small action made her feel like she was taking a step toward reconnecting, and she hoped it would spark joy for Mia. Later that day, Lila went to the post office to send the letter. As she dropped it into the mailbox, she felt a sense of hope bubble up inside her. It was a simple gesture, but it felt significant. She imagined Mia opening the envelope and smiling as she read the words Lila had written. That thought alone made Lila's heart swell with happiness. Days turned into weeks, and Lila continued to write letters to Mia, sharing her thoughts and experiences. Each time she sent one, she felt more connected to her friend. Mia replied with letters of her own, filled with laughter, stories about her new life, and drawings that made Lila smile. They were beginning to build a new way of communicating, one that felt special and personal. One evening, as Lila sat on her bed reading one of Mia's letters, she had an idea. Why not plan a surprise visit? Lila knew that Mia had been feeling a bit lonely in her new town, and she thought that seeing each other in person would strengthen their bond even more. Lila's heart raced with excitement as she began to plan how she could make this happen. She started by saving up her allowance and doing extra chores around the house. She researched bus schedules and looked for the best times to travel. She felt more determined to make the trip. She even designed a little countdown calendar to mark the days until she could surprise Mia as the day of her journey approached. Lila felt a mix of nerves and excitement. She knew that making the trip would be a big step, but she believed in the power of friendship. She wanted to show Mia that no distance could break their bond. They had weathered the storm of separation, and now it was time to reconnect in a way that felt real and tangible. Finally, the day arrived. Lila packed a small bag with her favorite clothes, snacks, and a few surprises for Mia. As she boarded the bus, she couldn't help but smile. The world outside the window blurred as she focused on the adventure ahead. With each mile that passed, her heart raced with anticipation. When Lila finally arrived at Mia's new town, she felt a wave of joy wash over her. She followed the directions to Mia's house, her heart pounding with excitement. As she approached the front door, she took a deep breath, feeling both nervous and hopeful. She knocked, and after a moment the door opened. Mia stood there, wide-eyed and speechless. Lila couldn't help but grin as she shouted, "Surprise!" They both burst into laughter, and in that moment, all the distance between them faded away. They hugged tightly, overwhelmed with joy. Lila knew this was just the beginning of a new chapter in their friendship, one filled with hope, connection, and love, as they spent the weekend together, exploring Mia's new town and making new memories. Lila felt grateful for the journey they had taken to get there. No matter how far apart they had found a way to bridge the distance, proving that their friendship was stronger than any obstacle. The call for reconnection had echoed across the miles, and both of them answered, ready to face whatever. Adventures lay ahead together. Lila's heart was still full from the surprise visit to Mia's new town. They had spent an amazing weekend together, catching up and creating new memories. But as Lila returned home, she felt a familiar pang of sadness. Even though they had reconnected in person, the distance still loomed large. The warmth of their time together felt distant, like a beautiful dream fading away as she woke up to reality. Back in her room, Lila looked around at all the reminders of her friendship with Mia, photos of their adventures, the letters they had exchanged, and the memories they had created together. She felt a deep longing to keep that connection alive, but she didn't want to wait until the next visit to feel close to Mia again. Lila knew she had to find a way to bridge the gap between them, and she was determined to make it happen. Inspired by their weekend together, Lila decided to create a new project that would help them stay connected. She thought about how much she loved their letters and how they had reignited their friendship. What if she created a special journal that they could share? They could write to each other, drawing pictures and sharing their thoughts, no matter the distance. It would be a living document of their friendship that they could both contribute to over time. Excited by the idea, Lila gathered her supplies. She found an empty scrapbook and began decorating the cover with stickers and drawings, making it colorful and fun. On the first page, she wrote, "Our friendship journal." Underneath, she added, "No matter how far apart we are, we will always share our stories." It felt like a promise, a commitment to keep their friendship alive. Once she finished the first page, Lila wrote her first entry. She shared her thoughts about their weekend, what she had enjoyed the most, and how much it meant to her. She also included the funny moments they had shared, like when they tried to bake cookies and ended up with a flower fight. Lila wanted Mia to feel like they were still sharing those moments, even when they were apart. After completing her first entry, Lila sealed the scrapbook in an envelope and addressed it to Mia. She felt a surge of excitement as she thought about Mia opening the journal and writing. This would be a new way for them to connect, one that transcended the limitations of distance. Lila rushed to the post office, eager to send her creation on its way. As the days passed, Lila found herself checking the mailbox every day, eagerly awaiting a response from Mia. She imagined her friend's delight as she flipped through the colorful pages. Reading Lila's words and laughing at their shared memories, Lila was filled with hope, believing that this journal would bring them closer together, no matter the miles that separated them. Finally, after a week of anticipation, the mailbox held a surprise. Lila rushed outside and found a package waiting. For her heart raced as she carefully opened it. Inside was the scrapbook. Along with a letter from Mia, Lila's heart swelled with joy as she read Mia's words. "Dear Lila," the letter began, "I loved your idea. I can't believe you made a friendship journal. I'm so excited to write back. I miss you more than words can say." My first entry. Mia had added her own drawings and stories, sharing her experiences in her new town. She wrote about her new friends, her favorite places, and how she missed their late-night talks. Lila felt a warmth spread through her as she read Mia's words. Well, it was as if Mia were right there with her, sharing a cup of hot cocoa and laughing together. Over the next few weeks, They took turns writing in the journal, sending it back and forth through the mail. Each entry was filled with laughter, love, and even some moments of vulnerability. They shared their dreams, fears, and the challenges they faced in their lives. It became a safe space for both of them, a reminder that they were never truly alone. As Lila filled the journal with her thoughts, she realized something important. The distance between them was still there, but their friendship had transformed. They had found a way to communicate that felt just as meaningful, maybe even more so, than being together in person. Their words became a bridge, connecting their hearts across the miles. Lila understood that friendships could adapt and grow no matter the circumstances. She felt proud of their ability to embrace change and nurture their bond. With every entry in the friendship journal, they were proving that love and connection could thrive. Even in the vastness of the universe, in that moment, Lila knew that their friendship was something special. It was more than just letters and words. It was a testament to their perseverance, hope, and unbreakable bond. No matter where life took them, they would always find a way to reach out, bridging the distance with love and laughter. The call for reconnection had echoed through space, and they answered it together, ready to face whatever came next side by side, even when apart. Lila felt a wave of happiness wash over her as she flipped through the pages of the friendship journal. Each entry from Mia brought back memories of their time together and made her heart swell with joy. They had created something beautiful together, a way to keep their friendship alive despite the miles that separated them. Yet as Lila read, she couldn't shake the feeling that she wanted to do more. She wanted to surprise Mia again, to show her just how much their friendship meant to her. One evening, while looking through the journal, Lila had an exciting idea. What if she planned a special project that would bring their friendship to life in new ways? They had been sharing their thoughts through the journal, but Lila wanted to create something tangible that they could both enjoy. She thought about how much they loved to explore and go on adventures together. What if she created a friendship adventure kit that Mia could use to explore her new town? With a determined heart, Lila got to work. She made a list of items that would be perfect for the kit. First, she decided to include a small notebook for Mia to write about her adventures. It would be just like their journal, but this time, it would focus on exploring the new places around her. Lila also thought about including a map of the area with fun places marked on it like parks, coffee shops, and local attractions. As she brainstormed, Lila remembered how much Mia loved photography. She decided to add a small disposable camera, so Mia could capture moments during her adventures. Lila hoped that each picture would tell a story and that Mia would share them in their friendship journal. This way, they would still feel connected, even when they were far apart. Lila spent the next few days gathering supplies. She found a pretty box to hold everything and decorated it with stickers and drawings that represented their friendship. She included the notebook, the camera, and the map, along with a few other small gifts like a friendship bracelet and a special snack that Mia loved. Each item was chosen with care, and Lila felt a sense of excitement building as she put everything together. When the kit was finally complete, Lila sealed it with a ribbon and wrote a heartfelt letter to Mia. In the letter, she explained the idea behind the kit and how she hoped it would inspire Mia to explore her new town. She wanted Mia to remember that they were still connected, no matter where they were, feeling proud of her creation. Lila took the friendship adventure kit to the post office. She handed it to the postal worker. She imagined Mia's surprise and joy when she received it. Lila could already picture Mia's face lighting up as she opened the box, revealing the treasures inside. The thought made Lila's heart race with happiness. Days passed, and the wait for Mia's response felt longer than usual. Lila checked the mailbox every day, her excitement mixed with a little anxiety. She hoped Mia would love the kit and find it inspiring. Just when Lila began to feel worried, she received a letter in return. Tearing open the envelope, Lila's heart soared as she read Mia's words. "Lila, I can't believe how thoughtful you are. The adventure kit is amazing. I love everything in it, especially the camera. I've already started planning my first adventure," Mia wrote. Lila felt a wave of warmth spread through her as she imagined Mia's excitement. Mia went on to describe her plans to visit a nearby park that weekend, where she would take pictures and write about her experience in the new notebook. Leela felt a deep sense of joy knowing that she had sparked that excitement in Mia. It was a reminder that their friendship could inspire each other. Even from a distance, with each letter exchanged, Leela and Mia continued to grow closer. They shared stories of their adventures, even if they were happening in different parts of the world. Leela loved hearing about Mia's explorations, the new friends she was making, and the memories she was creating. Their friendship journal transformed into a treasure trove of shared experiences, testament to their bond. As Lila read Mia's latest letter, she felt a surge of hope. They had both embraced the challenges of distance and turned them into opportunities for growth and connection. The distance no longer felt like a barrier. Instead, it became a bridge that strengthened their friendship. In that moment, Lila understood that love and friendship could flourish, regardless of the miles in between. They'd created a new way to share their lives, one that allowed them to explore, dream, and grow together. Even though they were apart, they were never truly alone. The call for reconnection had echoed through their hearts. They answered it with creativity, hope, and love. Lila smiled as she closed the letter. Feeling grateful for Mia and the beautiful friendship they continued to nurture, together they were proving that distance was just a number, and their bond was unbreakable. With each adventure they shared, they were reminding each other that they would always find a way to keep their connection strong. Asterisk, as the summer days turned into fall, Leela found herself reflecting on the friendship she shared with Mia. Their connection had grown stronger through letters, the friendship journal, and the adventure kit. Yet, even with all their efforts, Leela sometimes felt a touch of sadness creeping in. She missed the spontaneous moments they used to share, like running through the park or grabbing ice cream on hot days. While their written words kept them close, Lila yearned for more in-person adventures. One evening, she sat on her bed surrounded by the colorful pages of their journal. Lila had an idea that filled her with excitement. Why not plan a virtual adventure together? They could explore a new place and share their experiences through video calls, each pretending to be in the same location. This way they could create new memories and bring back the fun they had when they were together. Lila immediately grabbed her phone and texted Mia, "Hey, what do you think about planning a virtual adventure together? We can choose a place to explore and do it together over a video call." She hit send and sat back, her heart racing with anticipation. Minutes later, Mia replied with enthusiasm, "I love that idea. Let's pick a cool place. How about we explore a national park? I've always wanted to see the Grand Canyon." Lila felt a rush of excitement. Yes, the Grand Canyon sounds perfect. We can look up pictures and facts to share while we pretend to be there. They quickly set a date for their virtual adventure and began planning. In the days leading up to their adventure, Lila researched the Grand Canyon. She found stunning images, interesting facts, and even videos of people hiking there. She wrote down everything she wanted to share with Mia, feeling the anticipation build. Lila wanted this virtual adventure to be special, something that would remind them of their fun times together. Finally, the day arrived. Leela set up her room, decorating it with colorful images of the Grand Canyon. She put on a wide-brimmed hat and sunglasses, wanting to look like a true adventurer. When the time came, she logged into the video call, her heart racing with excitement. Mia appeared on the screen, wearing her own adventure gear, a bright t-shirt and a bandana tied around her head. "Lila, you look amazing," she exclaimed, laughter filling the air. "You too. Are you ready for our adventure?" Leela replied, beaming with joy. "Yes, let's go," Mia said, and they both laughed. Ready to embark on their imaginary journey, they began by sharing the beautiful pictures Lila had printed out. "Look at this view," Lila said, showing a stunning image of the canyon at sunset. "Isn't it breathtaking?" They took turns describing what they saw, pretending to hike along the trails, pointing out the different rock formations and colors. As they continued their virtual adventure, Leela and Mia shared stories about what they would do if they were really there. They imagined hiking to the edge and taking pictures, feeling the cool breeze on their faces. They even pretended to set up a picnic, sharing their favorite snacks and laughing about their silly inside jokes. The more they talked, the more Leela felt the sadness of distance melting away. It was as if they were right there together, exploring. The beauty of the Grand Canyon, their laughter echoed through the call, reminding them both of the joy they brought into each other's lives. As the sun began to set in Leela's room, she realized how much this experience meant to her. It wasn't just about pretending to explore a national park, it was about reconnecting on a deeper level. We're creating new memories that would last a lifetime, no matter where they were physically. After their adventure, they decided to write about their experience in the friendship journal. Lila carefully noted every detail from their imaginary hike to the picnic they had shared. She felt grateful for the creativity that had allowed them to bridge the distance between them. In Mia's next letter, she expressed how much the virtual adventure had meant to her. I loved every moment of it. Felt like we were really exploring together, even if we weren't in the same place. Thank you for always finding ways to make our friendship special, she wrote. Leela smiled as she read Mia's words. They had proven that distance could never truly separate them. With each new idea and every shared experience, they were strengthening their bond. They'd created a friendship that thrived on hope, creativity, and love. In that moment, Lila realized that no matter where life took them, they would always find ways to reconnect and share their adventures. The call for connection had echoed through their hearts, and together they answered it with laughter, imagination, and unwavering friendship. They were ready to face whatever. As autumn turned to winter, Lila looked out her window at the first snowfall of the season. The world outside transformed into a winter wonderland, but inside she felt a bittersweet twinge of loneliness. Though she and Mia had enjoyed their virtual adventures and exchanged heartfelt letters, Lila missed the warmth of having her friend nearby. She longed for the laughter they shared during the holidays, the cozy nights spent sipping hot cocoa, and the joy of making memories together. One evening, Lila sat on her bed, wrapped in a soft blanket, flipping through the friendship journal they had created. Each page was filled with their stories, adventures, and laughter. It was a treasure trove of memories, yet it reminded her of how much she missed Mia's presence. As she read, an idea began to form in her mind, one that filled her with hope. What if I brought a little piece of home to Mia, she thought. What if I sent her a special holiday package? The idea of creating a gift filled her with excitement. She wanted to remind Mia that no matter how far apart they were, they could still celebrate the holidays together. Leela quickly got to work. She thought about everything Mia loved, the holiday movies they used to watch together, the cookies they baked, and the festive decorations they made. With determination, Lila set out to create a holiday care package that would make Mia feel cherished and connected. She started by baking a batch of their favorite cookies chocolate chip. Of course, the smell of the cookies filled her kitchen, bringing back memories of their baking sessions where flour would fly everywhere and laughter would echo. Lila carefully packaged the cookies in a festive tin, making sure they were well protected for the journey ahead. Next, Lila made a small holiday ornament, hand-painted with their initials and the year. Wanted it to be a symbol of their friendship, something Mia could hang on her tree each year as a reminder of their bond. Lila took her time, pouring love and care into every brushstroke, visualizing the joy on Mia's face when she received it. Finally, Leela wrote a heartfelt letter to Mia, expressing her love and how much she missed her. She shared her hope for the future and how they could continue to create memories even from afar. In the letter, she invited Mia to join her for a virtual holiday movie night, just like they used to, promising to make it special. When the package was complete, Leela felt a sense of warmth and joy. She rushed to the post office, her heart racing with excitement. As she mailed the care package, she imagined Mia's surprise and happiness when she opened it. Lila felt like she was sending a piece of her heart across the miles. Days passed, and the anticipation of Mia's response filled Lila with excitement. She envisioned the moment Mia would open the package and discover the cookies, the ornament, and the letter. Leela checked the mailbox each day, hoping to hear from her friend. Finally, a letter arrived. Leela could hardly contain her excitement as she tore open the envelope. Inside was not only a letter from Mia, but also a picture of her with the holiday care package, a huge smile on her face. Leela, I absolutely loved everything. Cookies are amazing, and the ornament is so beautiful. I can't wait for our virtual movie night, Mia wrote. As Leela read the letter, she felt her heart swell with joy. Mia's excitement and gratitude filled her with warmth. They were still able to share their traditions, even from a distance. And that thought made Leela incredibly happy. The night of their virtual movie party arrived, and Leela set up her cozy space with blankets and snacks. When Mia joined the video call, they both laughed and cheered, the distance between them fading away. They watched their favorite holiday movie, reminiscing about the times they had spent together, making new memories despite the miles apart. As the movie played, Lila realized how much they had grown and adapted as friends. They had turned a difficult situation into something beautiful, proving that their bond was unbreakable. The love they shared transcended distance, and through creativity and effort, they had created a friendship that thrived. In that moment, Lila understood that distance was just a number, and their connection was stronger than any physical separation. They answered the call of friendship with laughter, hope, and love. As the credits rolled, Lila smiled, knowing they had built something special together, an enduring friendship that would last a lifetime, no matter where life took them. Asterisk.